So at first, when we first started working, I was just like, oh, it's just, another day at work. And then I realized what our products were being used for. So the job felt like it had a much bigger meaning than every day, show up to work, clock in, clock out, go home. I was coming in, helping people that needed help, letting other people's lives function as normally as it could by allowing them to have those forms of transportation or whatever type of sanitizer is being used to keep work areas safe.
So when COVID hit us in March of this year, we immediately realized we were going to be essential. We provide products for janitorial purposes, we provide disinfecting cleaners, we provide hand sanitizers through Gojo Purell. And not only did we realize we were going to be working, we quickly realized that we would need to add a second shift. Robert was one who had been leading our chemical fill area, and when we needed a second shift, really I needed familiar staff because they were going to have less oversight than they would during our typical business hours. And Robert was somebody I could rely upon. I immediately asked him. He graciously accepted the offer, and he led a team of 4 to produce into the late night hours, and we were able to meet huge volumes on a disinfectant that was important. Being a partner with New York State Industries for the Disabled has been of utmost importance to our agency. Since we started many years ago, I think our vocational program was the very first program. And through the preferred source, NYSID affords us the opportunity to link to New York State customers and help us manage the ongoing nature of the business. They provide opportunities to us, which in turn provide more and more opportunities to people with disabilities. Employment services and our opportunities that we provide through Liberty Enterprises are extremely important to people with disabilities. They find a setting which they can be mentored, which they feel supported, where they have opportunities for growth, and where they can make meaningful relationships that last a lifetime.
I think it's important for people with disabilities to have job opportunities. I guess a good example is I know some of the staff that work at Liberty didn't realize the amount of people with disabilities that there are until they go to a facility and they see actually how many are there. It's kind of something the public doesn't really talk about too much. It's more of they know people with disabilities, but they don't actually see what they do and what they are capable of because it's sometimes out of sight, out of mind.
When I first became familiar with Robert, he was kind of quiet. He was always dedicated to his work. Got right to work, got the job done, but I didn't see a whole lot of social interaction. He didn't necessarily make a whole lot of requests. However, once we got to realize his potential and gave him opportunities to try something new, he became more open with asking and expressing an interest in learning new jobs.
The job has involved numerous things, anything from packing types of soap, salad dressing. We've done stuff with syrup before in the past, different types of juice mixes. I've enjoyed the job. It's taught me more skills than my previous job has before. I've been able to do anything from learning how to run machinery to learning how a pallet jack and now in the future a fork truck works. I've been able to learn many new skills with the current job that I've had. It gives me the opportunity to be able to do more. I'll be able to go do things I enjoy doing. It's kind of hard not to do things if you don't have the funds to actually go out and do it. So be able to sustain the things I enjoy doing is pretty important, as well as being active and actually having something to do.
Robert's a shining example of what it means for a person with a disability to be employed. He's has so much more independence in his life. He's grown socially. He's been able to invest in his own apartment. He's been able to purchase his own gaming systems. He's been able to afford a cab to go have a movie with a friend or go to dinner. He moved into a city where he can walk to a friend's house and stay connected, and without employment and the money in his pocket to be able to afford those things, he wouldn't live as full of a life. Employment surely helps him to achieve that.
I think being recognized as awards actually is a really nice honor that just shows that even with a disability, people can get things done. My mom's completely all excited about this. She's asked me every day, when's this or how are we doing that? I'm just like, actually a lot of my work ethic came from my dad. I grew up with my dad always receiving all sorts of nominations from where he works for a different type of ethics. So a lot of that was learned through him.
I'm happy to present the 2020 William B. Joslin Outstanding Performance Award to Robert. Congratulations, Robert, on your win. And I'd also like to present you with this check from NYSID.
I'd like to say thank you and everyone who was able to help me do the jobs that were done that allowed me to receive this award as well.